It seemed as though the Sadolin paint brand had been swallowed by the new Plascon brand. But the Sadolin brand has relaunched itself back into the market.
We had a 20-plus year license agreement signed with our previous license partners in East Africa, in mainly Tanzania, Kenya and Uganda, and their responsibility was to market, manufacture, sell the Sadolin brand to the best of their ability in these marketplaces. Out of free will, they decided to sell their business to a competing company globally that we compete with. On that news and understanding, in January of this year, we decided to cancel with a 12-month notice period our license agreement.
So here in Uganda, two global paint brands meet for a competitive showdown into the market. But just so there is no confusion, much clarification on the disappearance and re-emergence of Sadolin paint needs to be provided.
It might be the same company that is being bought, but the brand itself has always belonged to Akzo Nobel and does belong to Akzo Nobel. There's no relationship between the two. They need to launch a brand. They can't rename a brand. We are here to stay as a brand in this country. And so in my mind, it's absolutely clear. They've got to create their own space in the marketplace.
You can buy the company, you can have bought the company without necessarily buying the brand. Because you could buy my company, yet I was using Sadolin as a brand, which belongs to a totally different individual. Two things must happen. You must either go to that other person and negotiate your own terms to continue to use their brand, or you must rebrand.
So Sadolin was a brand being used by the company, Sadolin Uganda Limited, which the mother company, Akzo Nobel, has reclaimed. They have new partners in Uganda in the name of Crown Paints, manufacturers of Rigo paint. You might now be puzzled on how Sadolin and Rigo will work.
And we would like to make sure that both brands remain in the market. Rigo going to be a fighting brand and Sadolin going to be a premium brand. So both brands going to remain and going to take place and take a more market share.
10 billion shillings is at hand to build a new Sadolin paint factory, with the investors focusing first on Uganda and perhaps later Kenya and Tanzania. For you, the paint customer, the merger and acquisition has created a new dynamic that should see you get better quality paint, where global brands go to war in the paint market, so to speak. Samuel Setumba, NTV, Weekend Edition.